Welcome back to another episode of Motogp Mac, and today we're going to talk about RNF Yamaha's announcement that when they become RNF Aprilia, Raul Fernandez and Miguel Oliveira are going to be their riders. Now, they're expected to get on board the RNF Aprilias at the end of season test once the last race is over, and I think it's a good bit of faith from KTM that they've released them and allowed them to do that. But when we look at Miguel Oliveira, for instance, he was in a way pushed out of the factory team in favor of Jack Miller. Now, they did offer to increase his salary vastly, put him on a works bike within the Tech 3 team, and I don't even think KTM at that time knew that they were going to go and rebrand Tech 3 team as Gas. So I do believe if they thought they were going to do that, they would have told Miguel at that time. Now, he did feel a little bit miffed, and as anyone would, maybe like not wanted within the team, but he did have a number of options. He did also have the Ducati option with Gresini, and I believe that was to be an actual Ducati factory contract rather than a direct to Gresini contract. The other team then, which was always the front runner, was RNF Aprilia. And when the Gas announcement was made, KTM were trying to stir the pot a little bit, saying it's not over with Miguel, but to be very honest, it was over. It was over for a while, because he had signed a letter of intent that he was going to sign with them. And realistically, that's the pre-arrangement to actually signing the official contract. So it was over with him, and what I find very interesting is that the Aprilia CEO, Rivola, I think his name is, he was very included in all of the rider contracts and all of the rider negotiations. So both Miguel Oliveira's contract and Raul Fernandez's contract, the Aprilia main CEO was involved. So while it may be a satellite team, I think it will be a very, very much so works environment in my view. Now, with Raul Fernandez, he hasn't had the best season this year. He is a talented rider, there's absolutely no doubt in that. KTM had learned lessons from the past, where, for example, with Jorge Martin, when Ducati went to sign a contract with him, the buyout clause in his contract was only 80,000 euros, and for a team like Ducati, that was no bother. KTM invested a lot into development of him, and literally Ducati paid 80 grand to get a superb rider. And this is why in Raul's contract the buyout fee was so much, because they did put a lot into him. And I know people remember that Yamaha offered $500,000 to buy him out of his contract last year, and KTM refused, and that was because the contract value or the buyout clause was €1 million plus. Now, Aprilia have seemed to have paid that, and again, as I mentioned, the CEO of Aprilia Racing has been involved in all the negotiations, and I do believe that they do see Raul Fernandez as a rider of the future, so that sort of money is definitely worth it. Will he show the right behaviors when he gets to Aprilia? I don't know. I will be very honest. I know things haven't gone right for him in KTM, but he has acted a little bit of spitting the dummy when things aren't going his way, rather than shutting up and getting on with the job of doing what he needs to do. So it will definitely be interesting. I do believe Oliveira is going to fly on the Aprilia. He is a really fast rider. I do expect next year Raul Fernandez to be easily matching Bezzecchi on the Ducati next year. But look, let's wait and see. But I would definitely love to know what you think of the whole process that's gone on with the RNF team, what you think about KTM trying to stir the pot by trying to get Miguel Oliveira back. Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video. I just want to take a minute to also thank you for watching my videos and the support that you've shown so far. If you haven't subscribed already and you would like to subscribe, it would mean an awful lot to me if you did. I'm starting this channel realistically so that we can all enjoy MotoGP together, with the aim of streaming a live video when the GP races are on.